Hi everyone. I come to you today with another terrible idea. I am about to hike the Bigelow Mountains here in northern Maine. So I woke up at 5 a.m. today, drove 4 hours out of Boston to northern Maine to do this hike, and then I'm gonna drive 4 hours back afterwards. So I'm gonna go up the Wardens Trail and down the Horn Pond Trail, I think it's called. So that's gonna be my route, and along the ridge, there's an exposed ridge kind of deal along this hike, up on the Bigelow Mountain. So gonna hike that exposed ridge. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, yet another bad idea. So I'm gonna keep this video a little bit brief. It's early September. It's a pretty warm, relatively warm day in early September. Very sunny and very dry. It has been very dry. So should be great hiking conditions, hopefully. And I'm gonna whip out the camera whenever I see something interesting. You're gonna see some cool views just hiking along this stream. Here, the Stratton Brook Pond, I believe this is called. But yeah, keep going. It's a nice trail. I'm just gonna keep moving through here, and if I get to the summit of these mountains, great. I'm gonna evaluate my situation. If my situation is good, I proceed down the ridge to the Horns and then come down the Horn Ponds Trail. But for now, the plan is just go up the Wardens Trail until we get to between the saddle between the two Bigelow peaks, and then hike up the shorter one and then to the tall one. So Avery and West Peak, I guess they're called. They're both on the Maine 4,000 footers list. They're both mountains over 4,000 feet of elevation, and they're also prominent enough to make the list, I guess. Okay, just spotted this in the woods. Just wanted to have a look at it real quick. An absolutely gigantic boulder. Terrible ideas such as this are only to be attempted and recreated by terrible idea professionals. Recreation of such activities without proper terrible idea training may result in bodily harm, injury, legal fees, cancer of the prostate, paint ingestion, asbestos inhalation, stuff like that. Driving 4 hours on 2 hours of sleep, followed by an 8-hour hike, followed by a 4-hour drive back, is only to be attempted by idiots like me and not by you guys. Just a really cool forest here. Does this look cool on camera? I don't know. But it's exactly the type of place you would see Bigfoot. Burp. This trip sponsored by Goo Energy Gel. No, just kidding. No sponsorship, but made possible, let's say, by Goo Energy Gel. Specifically, Chocolate Outrage Energy Gel, 100 milligrams of caffeine. Let's go. I think I'm fucking losing it, Luigi. You guys know the infinite staircase from Super Mario 64? Rock staircase. Very cool when you encounter these, because you gotta keep in mind someone had to make this, and we're already about 1,800 feet higher than where we started. There's another about 1,000 feet or so to go. So lock in, chat. How much more of this shit? Trail designer asked the hiker, as have so many who came before him. How much more? Huh? You tell me. I mean, why am I whining and complaining? I could just turn back right now. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining. I chose to be out here. The channel's name is Terrible Ideas, so expect this kind of shit from now on, I guess. Ugh. Okay, so it just goes up, just up. That's where we need to go. I mean, the summit is up, no? So that's the direction in which we need to go. So that's where the trail goes. Simple as that. This is the type of thing you need to go up out here. But the key is to make it. The key is to survive. There's a creature, summit creature of some sort. I asked him for directions. Tried to communicate, did not work. Made it to the Appalachian Trail. Now let's go to Bigelow's Avery Peak, which is that way. Oh wow. Not bad. Worth it, worth it. Yeah, worth it. Worth it. Yo. So that pointy thing is West Peak over there, which is the high point of the Bigelow Ridge. So that's the real summit, but this is a secondary summit that's prominent enough to make the 4,000 footers of Maine list. Since I think this mountain rises about Avery Peak, where I'm standing right now, rises about 300 feet from the col. So the saddle between Avery and West Peak, and West Peak is higher, so we're gonna go there next, hopefully. But this is just about as good as it gets up here. Okay, view from Avery Peak out here. That body of water down there is Flagstaff Lake, I believe, which is, I think, a man-made reservoir. I think that's why it exists. But it looks quite beautiful nevertheless. There are plenty of natural lakes out here that look exactly like this, so you can just pretend that this is natural and go about your day. There's approximately 1 billion bugs here. I'm not sure if you can see those, but it's to be expected because it's a really warm day with minimal wind, which these bugs up here don't get to have such luxuries very often. Not sure what any of those peaks are. If you can see it, there's a peak there with a bunch of ski slopes on it. I believe that's Sugarloaf Mountain. But yeah, besides that, I can't really tell you what is what around here. I'm not really familiar with this area, but unless the GoPro is magically editing them out, somehow you're seeing billions of bugs flying past me, probably. So I'm gonna quickly head over this way. Ooh. Oh goodness. Okay. You can probably see the situation over there. I'm just gonna head over there to where that rock thingy is. Oh god. Okay. Help. They got themselves stuck on the camera. Anyway, there might be some editing tricks there. But let me just show you this thing over here. This is pretty cool. I don't know what this is, but it's something to look at and enjoy the views from, because oh yeah, and there's a summit marker in there. Not sure if I want to go in there, but oh boy, you can see the rest of the ridge. That, I don't know what that peak over there is. It's not a 4,000 footer. This peak here is barely a 4,000 footer, so, but I do believe the Appalachian Trail continues that way, summits whatever peak that is. And Katahdin is probably out there somewhere. You might even be able to see it from here. It might be one of those faint ones way in the back, but I'm not sure. Just for completion's sake, gotta touch the markers. But at what cost? Just look at these bugs, man. Okay, do a quick spin around from inside this thing, but not sure how much time I want to spend in here. But you see the beautiful Flagstaff Lake down there. And if I continue panning, you see whatever piece of the ridge that is over there. There's some sort of plaque over on that rock there, but not sure what it is. And I'm getting attacked by one more kind of view this way. Let me go this side of the tower to go like down here and then over here. I need to really work on keeping this camera more stable. Maybe I could, I don't know, learn some more skills regarding that. But yeah, Flagstaff Lake in all its glory down there. And that's where I'm headed next. Right in there. Bigelow Mountain, Avery Peak. You can see the directions that you can go along the Appalachian Trail. This sign gets a beating every winter, I can tell you that. But yeah, if you look over there, you see West Peak. And the best views out here, honestly, from the summit of Avery Peak, are looking out towards Flagstaff Lake. This is just insane, especially on a beautifully clear day like today. Really, the conditions up here don't get any better. Flagstaff Lake. And West Peak over there, Bigelow West Peak. That's the high point. That's where I'm going next. And then down here, looking over to the Sugarloaf Mountain ski resort over there, and a lot of 4,000 foot high mountains over there in that cluster over there. So we'll hike them at some point, but today, on a day like today, you go and do the most scenic one. On a bluebird day like today, you choose this mountain. If you're in this region and you haven't hiked it before and you're looking for a really challenging kind of exposed hike, this is what you do. But yeah, I am slowly gonna head back over to West Peak. It's like being in the Scottish Highlands, alright? You fucking Wingstein. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Just letting you guys know that hiking this involves some tomfoolery like this and that and this and that and that. So yeah, not advisable to be doing this while also filming at the same time. Definitely don't advise this. You should be giving your full attention to where you're stepping, but I'm also filming at the same time and talking, so highly distracted here. Don't be like me, otherwise you will need to be rescued. Like is about to happen to me, for example. Back at the saddle. I've been here before. Now time to go to the West Peak. Hiking in a magical forest on a ridge while on 2 hours of sleep and fucking high on caffeine. Looked behind and experienced a bruh moment. Nice. Now why the hell do I do this? But you can see why. Yeah, it's worth it sometimes. Except when the bugs are flying in your face. That's not great. Now Now the road ahead is pretty depressing. So you see those two little nubbins there. I gotta know, that one and that one. That's where I'm going, and that's how much I need to descend to get back up there. But according to my GPS, it's only about 600 feet of elevation gain to get back up there to those two nubs. So I'm gonna go ahead with the plan and try not to die. Let's go, baby. But yeah, can't get enough of this lake. And that's the summit back there. That sign is the summit of Bigelow. This whole ridge. So that right there is one of the most prominent mountains in New England, because it's on an isolated ridge top, and it's the highest point on a ridge basically. So keep going. Just look at this view. Just looking down this time. The ridge just drops off into that forest there. And yeah, it just goes down. So let's do that. Hiking through the trees, baby. Local time at destination. You know, it looks like it's in a different time zone right now. So, brilliant. Loving it, man. Loving this right now. And more spectacular views of Flagstaff Lake. Just can't get enough of it. It seems you'll get a lot of that on this hike. A lot of Flagstaff Lake views. What I'm doing right now, I refer to as blackout hiking, because you're in a blackout. You don't really have any conscience when you're in this state of mind, and you have no recollection of the events of the blackout hike the day after. So this is what we're doing right here. Blackout hiking. This rock feature made me snap out of my blackout. Okay, blacking out again. I gotta get out of here. The trees are speaking. They speak lies. They do not speak the truth. The trees are lying. The trees are trying to ruin my good name. I'm seeing shadows. Mark. All you had to do was follow the damn trail, CJ. Oh, hell no. What the fuck, man? Oh. Okay, made it to North Horn. That means I'm no longer committed to do any more uphill. Well, unless I decide to go to South Horn over there. Do I really feel like adding 0.4 miles to this hike? Heck yeah, I do. Because this channel is called Terrible Ideas. Okay? We have bad ideas here and we implement them. Let's freaking go, baby. What a lovely breeze up here. Wow. Yes. Yes. And there's the summit. Right here. This is it. North Horn. What are you even? Maybe camping and fires is not allowed here. Makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go over here, enjoy the view. Because that is an absolutely ridiculous view. And I think this is gonna be it for the views on this hike. Not much views from now on, probably, as I make my way down to Horns Pond and then down the Horns Pond Trail back to the car, back joining up with the Fire Warden Trail. And yeah, that entire ridge from there to there I hiked today. So up to those mountains there first, and then traverse this entire ridge up to there, and then come here, and then now get down from here and down to Horns Pond, which is over there. That little thing there is Horns Pond. So fun adventures await. Ladies and gentlemen, after 7 miles and 3,800 feet of elevation gain, we aren't done. Welcome to the circus. The circus now begins. You know what? This isn't so bad right now. It's kind of nice weather. I am tired, but I kind of miss sufferfesting. Haven't done it in a while. And as it currently stands, this is a sufferfest for me. For those who do not know, sufferfesting is basically when you go out on a really long walk just to suffer. That's like the only reason you do it. So I mean, you'll see some nice sights along the way, but yeah, everyone's standards for a sufferfest is different, but today this was kind of a sufferfest for me. Bloody bastard bitch benchot is what I have to say to this right here. Okay, so here's the move. Ready? I don't even fucking care anymore. If my foot gets wet, it gets wet. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. This thing moves. Shit. Shit. over here. And then maybe here. Ah, yes. Okay, that was fun. Yep, some muddy sections on the way down, which is about par for the course. Once again, northern New England hiking. This is par for the course right here. Just the size of this guy. Look at him. He is very cute. Very cute one. Very large size. Made it back to the Fire Wardens Trail. There it is. That's my way out of here, right there. I'm gonna refuel and get to that as soon as possible. So I am back at the beginning of the hike, basically, at the sketchy bridge, and got some nice views here. I am gonna basically wrap this video up now. Thanks for watching. It's been an amazing adventure, full of lots of amazing views, as well as mental breakdowns. If you are not accustomed to hike 7 hours, 12 miles, 3,800 feet, then like me, you're gonna suffer on this trail. The last time I did a hike of this caliber was maybe 2 months, like exactly 2 months ago, which was the Franconia Ridge Loop. That was how long was that? 8 miles and same elevation gain. So be advised, this is a terrible idea to do this, and even more terrible of an idea is to drive straight back to Boston 4 hours after doing this 7-hour hike. So 7 hours, 12 miles, 3,800 feet. God bless. Papa bless. Very good view. Very good view. And a very nice brook over here. Just a very scenic view from this sketchy bridge.